Okay, so I'm going to now give you, well, first of all, I should say congratulations for making it through this course. Congratulations making it to the end of this course. Very well done to you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you some final advice that will help you to take your exams. All of this advice is based on either things that I've done as a student or things that I've learned along the way, which I know will be beneficial for you. Okay, so the first thing is what should be your primary focus, um, preparing for your exams. So now that you've been through the lessons, you want to think about, okay, what should I focus on to make sure that I'm, really ready? What you should focus on, okay, is the idea that repetition is key. So the key to mastery, all right, the key to mastering any skill is to repeat the steps of that skill until you can do them without thinking. So if you do an RUAE question, especially word choice or in your own words, if when you do the if you're doing higher, if when you do the 5 mark comparison question at the end of your RUAE, if when you do the final question in the Scottish text, either the 8 or the 10 mark, if when you do any of these, you have to sit and think about the steps, if you hesitate at all, if you are not sure about the steps, then it means you need to repeat them more times, okay? You need more repetitions. You want to be able to do any of those, and I mentioned the most critical, elements there. Also in your essay writing, if you have to spend 10 minutes thinking about a quote, if you're not sure exactly what should go in each paragraph, if you're not sure what to put in your introduction, what to put in your conclusion in terms of the structure, also you need more repetition. You need more practice. You need to do the steps more times. You want to be at the point, okay, that you've repeated the skill so many times that you can do it without thinking about it. For example, uh, when you go to walk somewhere, you don't have to think, okay, stand up, put your leg forward. When you go on the internet and you go to watch YouTube, you don't have to think, oh, press Y, press O, press U, or, take my hand, find the app. It's all second nature. It's all done, like unconsciously. It's done because you've done it so many times. That's what you want to have for your English skills. If the closer you get to that level of uh, mastery, then the easier any exam will be for you. Uh, Having this level of comfort and mastery will mean that no matter what the text is, no matter what the questions are, you'll be comfortable and you'll be able to answer whatever it is that you're given. Um, Whatever it is, you'll be able to answer the questions, you'll be able to do what you need to do. So repetition is key. Repetition is the father of mastery. Yeah. Repeat something enough times until it becomes second nature. That is your goal. So first piece of advice, focus on repetition, especially of the key skills, which I mentioned before, in your own words, word choice. If you're doing higher, the 5 mark question, uh, the final question in Scottish text, which is the 8 or 10 mark, depending on if you're doing that 5 or higher. Uh, the steps for the introduction, what goes in the introduction of your essay, what goes in each main body paragraph, the structure of it, and then what goes in your conclusion. Understand these different things, and you will have 90% 90% of your uh, grade covered. Okay, 90% roughly speaking. The rest is sort of the other stuff, um, which is important, but not as important as what I just mentioned.